if it's an automatic exclusion or if they automatically feel like we couldn't do, so it's just those kinds of things why Black culture is so important and what kind of impact it has from generation to generation. It's just this underlying exclusion that's out there, and then there's just so much access that we don't have even now, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So nothing
I got it honest.
I love it. You know what? And that's why I'm so glad that you're doing the work that you're doing, because it's important. I've spent my life very much like you, teaching and making sure that I was tapping and waking up African American kids and adults, passing that torch, just, teaching what I can and hoping that you can wake up as many as possible. Yes. And, that's all you do. If all of us do that, we'll be a better place.
Right.
We'll be at a better place for it.
Better place.
So now tell me this, just listening to you and the stories that you have, there's so many stories. So I know that we're going to have to come back at some point and do this again. But tell me, Ericka, what would the 9-year-old Ericka, little girl Ericka, say to the grown woman Ericka today? What would she say to you?
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, now you're getting personal. I can do community and all that, but now that's personal. Okay, so this is about to take a turn. So my brother and my sister and I, we're all 11 months apart, and I'm in the middle. So my sister, it's my sister, it's me, then it's my brother, and then we have an older brother, and he actually passed away last year.
Okay.
So yes, so my sister and I, 11 months apart, and I'm small. I see people in person, and when they see me, they're like, because we've been on virtual and Zoom, they're like, I didn't know you were so little. So I'm 4'11", 4'10" and a half actually. And my sister's not that much taller, but anything other than under 5 feet is like really little. So I think she's like maybe 5'4". Okay. And I was always the smart one, and she was always the pretty one. And I think just being a girl, no matter what, you want to be pretty, so it was good that I was always smart, but it was just a difference. And so I think I don't know. I felt invisible at 9. And so I think I would tell my 9-year-old self that God created me to look the way I look, the size that I am, and embrace it and not feel less than because of it. Because, I just always felt like, invisible, because my sister, and she has such a bright personality. And I was like really, really shy. And now she's like my best friend, and she's so proud of me. And I don't know. People made such a difference between us, and I took it so personally. So, I would tell my 9-year-old self that in the end, it's going to be okay. It's okay to be the smart one.
And you, girl, you know what? And you're also very beautiful too. So don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. So yes. So I don't know what your sister looks like, but I know what you look like. And I think not only are you smart, you're beautiful, but you are little. I can't help you there. But then
right. You can't change that. Yeah.
So am I. But and I never think about it until people point it out to me.
Right. Oh my.
I feel just as tall as anybody else. You know what I mean? It's just like
they will let you know. Oh my.
And then I'm just like, I didn't know that I was short.
Right.
Does that
didn't
matter?
know that. Yeah. You know.
Does it matter? It's like don't get me started. So so no. So I think that 9-year-old story was very triggering for you. I did not know that, but I think you were able to tell that little girl was able to speak how she felt, and then how she has encouraged the grown woman you to become who you are.
Yeah.
So your sister's beauty didn't stop you.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so
I guess that put it in a nutshell.
I'll say this too. I think like towards the end of high school, my sister and I, we had a lot of the same friends. And when we would be out, someone may point something out negatively about somebody else, or say somebody was ugly, or talk about their hair. And instinctively, my sister and I would both say, people aren't ugly. Like, nobody gets to decide what they look like when they come into this world. And, so, and my friends would look at us like, why can't we say somebody is ugly? I'm like, that's so hateful. That's so, you can damage a person.
Absolutely.
So I think whatever was said to me, I really am sensitive for anything that someone else may see as lacking in another person, so maybe if I was taller, I might be a little more conceited, or, I don't know. But now I do look at, I mean, nobody gets to decide how they're going to come into this world,
Yeah.
So I think I would tell my 9-year-old self also, again, don't be so focused on what you look like. And, like there's so much more to life, and, those kinds of things.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Yes.
We all see each other, and half the time when people are looking at you, they're not looking at a physical beauty. They're looking at that inner beauty, that heart that you have.
Yeah.
So now, Ericka, as we close the show, would you leave the audience with some parting words and remind them how they can be a part of Honey Art Studio, whether it's renting a space, whether it's hosting an event, whether it's collaborating, whether it's donating?
Yes.
Say something to these folks, girl.
All that. Okay, so one thing I will say quickly, because I was just talking to my cousin, and she was just saying her family owned lots of businesses and property in San Francisco, and they no longer have that anymore. So she said, I can see how people can get depressed on having things and then not having. And I said, I want you to research Colonel Sanders, because he was well past 50 when he opened the first Kentucky Fried Chicken. So saying all that to say, it is never too late. And I would just love to encourage. I hate saying it, but I'm gonna say it for the benefit of somebody else. I turned 50 this year, and I just would have never imagined I was 50 years old. And there's still so much more that I plan on doing, and I'm God willing, I'm still alive. I'm gonna pursue it. So I just want to encourage somebody, if you have that dream, just go for it. Just take one step at least. And then you can always get in touch with me, and I'm still a business coach, so I can help you with that as well. And then at Honey Art Studio, like Kelly noted, we're an event space, we're an art gallery, we're just a gathering space. We have First Friday, fish fry, and paint nights every first Friday of the month at 7 p.m. So you're welcome to just come by. And then,
where are you located?
So we are in San Francisco, 1981 Sutter Street, right in between Fillmore and Webster, right in the middle of the block, near Japantown, like I mentioned before. We are online. Our website is honeyartstudio.org, Instagram, Honey Artist, and we're also on Facebook, Honey Art Studio. And yes, if you're looking for a nice, unique, quaint space for an event, for an activity. And then we also do mobile. We'll come to you if you want an art party or paint night, paint sit. They call it different things. We are your go-to. And then look out for us in our upcoming sewing and fashion design programs as well.
That is awesome. That is so awesome. So, Ericka, I would like to thank you for being a guest on Straight Talking with Kelly, where real conversations happen. Definitely will have you back. To my listening audience, I'd like to thank you for joining us. Please come back, share, like, and
Subscribe.
Think about it. You might be next. I'm always looking for really interesting, talented, creative guests. So hit me up if you're interested. So anyways, Ericka, we will definitely do this again. And congratulations. And I wish you nothing but the best at the studio.
Thank you, Kelly.
And I know I'll be there. I know I'll come by and say hi. And absolutely.
Thank you
Absolutely.
for everything, Kelly.
You're welcome. Thank you for doing what you're doing in our community. It is definitely needed, and I think it's awesome. Take care.
Good night.